Okay, my big muscular friend, I saw you the other night on Jimmy Kimmel, kind of making fun of me. You know, telling the whole world about how you tricked me into doing the worst movie ever made. Nah. Does it bother me? Nah. Is it burnt into my memory like a horrible scar? Nah. Well, maybe just a little bit. So anyway, as you know, I write, which is something you don't. Oh, did I say that? And I've decided to write a sequel called, for you, called Stop or Your Grandmother Will Beat Your Ass. And I will be directing and producing and mocking it all the way through. Anyway, you keep punching, big guy, and good luck with your film.
Anyway, you keep punching, big guy, and good luck with your When Hollywood Gets a Little Spicy. You know it's going to be entertaining. It's time Sylvester Stallone's epic comeback had Jimmy Kimmel struggling to keep his cool, and fans were totally here for it. So what exactly went down that made this such a big deal? Let's break it down. Kimmel thought he could land a clever jab, but little did he know the Italian stallion was ready to counter. On one of his recent shows, Jimmy Kimmel took a shot at Sylvester Stallone. The late-night host referenced Stallone's views on the changing landscape of Hollywood, jokingly saying some people think they're bigger than the industry itself. Yes, lifting weights makes you immune to progress. It was clearly aimed at Stallone, who has been vocal about his concerns regarding the rise of political correctness and entertainment and the prioritization of trends over artistry. Kimmel's remark caught the attention of Stallone's loyal fan base. Social media buzz with reactions, with many people labeling the joke as unnecessary and disrespectful. Stallone's followers, who admire his raw honesty and dedication to his craft, felt the dig crossed a line. Critics of Kimmel chimed in, accusing him of targeting Stallone not for his opinions but for daring to challenge Hollywood's status quo. Seemed like an offhand joke turned into a heated debate, dividing fans and sparking discussions about how Hollywood handles dissenting voices. But the feud didn't end there. The real drama began off-screen with a move that had Hollywood insiders raising their eyebrows. As the public feud gained traction, reports emerged that Jimmy Kimmel allegedly blocked Sylvester Stallone from appearing on his show. According to leaked production memos, the decision was based on concerns that Stallone's opinions could stir controversy. The memo suggested Kimmel wanted to avoid a scenario where Stallone would use the platform to double down on his critiques of Hollywood's direction, fearing it could alienate parts of the audience. One source claimed it wasn't about Stallone's star power. He's a legend. It was about not knowing what he might say on live TV. This revelation painted a picture of an industry where even veterans like Stallone could face hurdles for expressing themselves. Fans of Stallone were outraged, viewing this snub as an act of censorship. Many people argued that Stallone deserved a chance to share his side of the story, especially given his decades of contributions to film. Hollywood insiders were equally split, with some defending Kimmel's approach, while others questioned whether the entertainment world was losing its ability to handle diverse viewpoints. The fallout from the alleged snub only added fuel to the fire, making it clear this wasn't just a late-night spat. It was a battle over free expression and the boundaries of celebrity discord.
When George Washington defended his country, without him, you can imagine what the world would look like. Guess what? We got the second George Washington. Congratulations!
I guess those punches Rocky took to the head were real after all. George Washington was the father of our country. Donald Trump is the father of Eric. Big difference there.
They don't even allow these today because they're so dangerous. But that's what they used when I did the film. I still have them because it's a time when people were tougher. Sorry, they were. When we force ourselves into tough situations, that's what the human creature is supposed to do. They're not supposed to have wheels on their suitcases. It's a convenience, no question, but it just makes things easier. Now with AI, you can literally put your brain in a pickle jar and have that machine do it. I cherish these moments. I cherish hard work. Even though I hate it, I know it's like, strong medicine. It tastes horrible going down, but it makes you feel better.
When Stallone finally broke his silence, it wasn't just a clapback. It was a masterclass in savage honesty. Taking to various interviews and podcasts, Stallone addressed the controversy. Rather than delivering an emotional rant, he offered a measured, thought-provoking response that struck a chord with fans, Stallone said in one interview. Hollywood has always been about pushing limits, but now it feels like the limits are shrinking. Artistry is being replaced by what's trending, and if you don't follow the script, you're out. In another conversation, Stallone called out the culture of exclusion, saying, "When did we decide it's okay to silence people just because they think differently? That's not creativity, that's conformity." His words resonated with audiences who feel modern Hollywood has become more about fitting in than standing out. Stallone also took aim at the incident with Kimmel, though without naming him directly. "It's funny how people will criticize you for speaking your mind, but they'll avoid giving you a chance to explain yourself. That's not a conversation, that's a monologue," he remarked. As the feud escalated, the internet became a battleground and Team Stallone was winning by a landslide. Supporters of Stallone weren't just defending him, they were calling out what they saw as double standards in the entertainment industry. Many people pointed out that Kimmel's joke about Stallone's opinions came across as hypocritical, especially from someone who frequently invites controversial guests on his show for ratings. Others noted that Stallone's concerns about Hollywood's shifting priorities weren't new or radical, and silencing those perspectives only stifled meaningful conversations about the industry's future. One viral tweet said, "Jimmy Kimmel can joke about Stallone all he wants, but it's clear who's actually standing up for creativity. Stallone built Hollywood classics. He deserves better than this." Posts like this gained massive traction with fans, sharing clips of Stallone's iconic moments in films like Rocky and Rambo as proof of his influence. On the flip side, Kimmel supporters tried to defend him, claiming that his joke was harmless and that Stallone's views were outdated. However, their voices were drowned out by Stallone supporters. The backlash against Kimmel grew so intense that some fans started calling for boycotts of his show, accusing him of promoting an echo chamber instead of having genuine dialogue. Realizing the fallout was bigger than he expected, Kimmel scrambled to save face, but the damage was already done as the controversy gained momentum. Reports emerged that Kimmel and his team were working behind the scenes to repair the situation, but sources close to the show revealed that Kimmel's team reached out to Stallone with an unprecedented offer of full creative control over his appearance on the show. This meant Stallone could dictate the topics of conversation, avoid any controversial subjects, and even approve the final cut of the episode before it aired. It was a bold move, but Stallone wasn't buying it. And in a statement shared through his representatives, he declined the offer, citing his commitment to authenticity. "I don't need to stage a conversation to get my point across," Stallone reportedly said. "If we can't have a real dialogue, then what's the point?" Fans applauded Stallone's refusal, interpreting it as another example of his integrity. By rejecting what many saw as an opportunistic attempt by Kimmel to save his reputation, Stallone reinforced his image as someone who valued principles over publicity. Meanwhile, Kimmel's efforts only seemed to backfire when critics accused him of trying to use Stallone's popularity to boost his ratings while fueling the perception that late-night TV was more concerned with optics than substance.
If you get close, I will break your jaw. I mean, I'm just telling you right now. I don't want to hurt you. I like you. You're tall, good looking. But you're not.
Stop.
This is what I said.
Stallone's bold move didn't just shake things up for Kimmel. It sent ripples throughout the whole industry. The drama sparked a bigger chat about Hollywood, especially how late-night shows fit into the conversation. People started to wonder if shows like Kimmel's were really open to different voices or just stuck to a narrow viewpoint. And it wasn't just Kimmel feeling the heat. Other late-night hosts found themselves in the hot seat too, with fans wanting more honesty and less scripting in their interviews. This whole situation showed that there's a growing demand for platforms that value realness over polished stories. Podcasts really started to shine as a go-to option. Unlike traditional talk shows, podcasts let guests have unscripted, long chats, where they could speak their minds without worrying about being edited or misrepresented. Stallone's podcast appearances during the drama really highlighted this shift, with fans loving the depth and honesty of those conversations compared to the surface-level stuff on late-night TV. Hollywood folks took notice of this change. with some thinking Stallone's feud with Kimmel could be a game changer for the industry. As audiences craved more genuine and unfiltered content, the pressure was on traditional formats to either adapt or risk fading away. The impact of Stallone's stand was clear, leaving many to wonder how long Hollywood could keep doing its thing before facing a bigger wake-up call. As the drama cooled down, Sylvester Stallone didn't just weather the storm, he thrived. At the heart of his comeback was The Family Stallone, his reality show that gave fans a closer look at his life. The series showed a different side of the Hollywood icon, highlighting him as a caring dad, husband, and mentor instead of just the tough action. Star viewers were all in. The show's success proved Stallone's knack for connecting with people on a deeper level. Critics loved it for its authenticity, which was a refreshing change from the often polished images we see in Hollywood. Stallone's willingness to be real, whether he was joking about family mishaps or reflecting on his long career, really struck a chord with fans who were tired of the usual celebrity fluff. Social media only boosted this admiration. Clips from the show went viral, with fans sharing moments that showcased Stallone's humor, wisdom, and down-to-earth vibe. "Stallone is the real deal," one fan commented on a viral post. "Hollywood needs more like him." This wasn't just a showdown between two celebs, it was a wake-up call for Hollywood. While Stallone's popularity shot up, Jimmy Kimmel's ratings took a hit. The drama from their feud only added to the problems already plaguing late-night TV. ABC and Disney were getting frustrated with Kimmel's struggle to keep up with what audiences want these days. Younger viewers especially are tuning out traditional late-night shows and opting for platforms that feel more real and unscripted. People started comparing Kimmel to other late-night hosts who've had similar issues. Unlike those who've gone for a more laid-back and inclusive vibe, Kimmel's stick to scripted jokes and safe guests felt pretty out of touch. The whole Stallone drama really highlighted this gap. As fans pointed out, stars who skipped the late-night scene altogether for podcasts, YouTube, or indie media take actors like Matthew McConaughey and Keanu Reeves. They've been getting a lot of love for their genuine chats on podcasts where they talk about their careers and life philosophies without any scripted nonsense. Stallone's beef with Kimmel just reinforced this trend, showing that audiences are over the old-school celebrity PR game. Hollywood bigwigs couldn't ignore what this all meant. The feud was more than just a clash of personalities. It was a sign of a bigger change in the entertainment world. As things cooled down, one thing's for sure, Sylvester Stallone didn't just take down Jimmy Kimmel, he changed the game in Hollywood. This whole mess has left a mark not just on Stallone and Kimmel's careers, but on the industry as a whole. It showed that fans care more about authenticity than flashy gimmicks, and even the biggest stars in Hollywood can't ignore the shifting landscape. Stallone's comeback is a roadmap for other celebs trying to navigate a world where fans want more than just a polished image. Meanwhile, Kimmel's struggles highlight the tough road ahead for traditional media trying to stay relevant. So whose side are you on? Did Stallone's authenticity win you over? Or do you think Kimmel's format still has a place in today's world?